month big double-digit milestone birthday party. We are almost ready. I'm just finishing up the Big Mac sliders. Decorations are all put up as you saw at the beginning of the video. The Spider-Man hula hoop one. Oh boy, so I had to kind of place the paper towel holder flat because you're supposed to have, in the video on Pinterest, it showed the other kind of paper towel holder, this one, like this one, which would have worked a lot better, but Dollar Tree didn't have them, and they only had a napkin one, so I just made it work, and it's like not standing up on its own but leaning up against the window, and that's why I had to also use a Spider-Man action figure. Thank goodness I have quite a few Spider-Man action figures around in the house, because in the video the guy got a gift bag with Spider-Man on it and I wasn't able to find one at Dollar Tree, Walmart, or Dollarama. It was like the one time I'm specifically looking for a Spider-Man gift bag. Nowhere to be found. Go figure. So now that I don't need one, I will probably come across it like next time I go to the dollar store. Yeah, because that's what usually happens, right? Yeah. So I just, you know, made it work with one of the taller action figures, and voila. Yeah. And yeah, we are all set. I'm just going to finish up the Big Mac sliders, and yeah, I'll show you what the table looks like. And yeah, but I think we're looking pretty good, ahead of the schedule, which is awesome. Here are the Big Mac sliders, just waiting to get finished. Just have to do the cheese, pickles, and lettuce. I have extra Big Mac sauce, which I made last night and put it in a bowl. Got that out of the way, so I didn't have to do that this morning. It was one less thing for me to do. I'm going to put it on the top of the buns, like, you know, not on top, but underneath. And all I got to do is butter up the buns and put them in the oven for like 5 minutes so the cheese melts, and I'll do that right before company comes over, which will be pretty soon. So, but before we do that, let's take a look around at all the decorations. So, you can't wait to take a bite of the Big Mac sliders. Yeah, I bet. So you might notice a few balloons. Henry wanted more balloons, so trip to Dollarama.
Time to make a balloons now. There's still some more.
Yeah, there's still more. We have this left, and then there's black ones over here, and I think that's it. But we have every color of the rainbow and number 10, and then we have Spider-Man hanging out, and a table almost ready. Just needs a Big Mac sliders. Happy birthday sign. Birthday boy. And oh yes, I just added Spider-Man eyes to the red lanterns. And then the other decoration you saw me do is this one with turning 10 comes great responsibility. Spider-Man. Yes, it does. Yeah, so not too bad. Everything looks really good. Yeah, I love how everything turned out. Got lots of balloons. Alright, I think we need to add a Spider-Man or two on the table here. There, perfect. Alright, you're in charge of the paper plates and the cups, okay, Spider-Man? Alright, Big Mac sliders are ready for the oven. They're all buttered up, and I had just enough Big Mac sauce to put some extra on the top buns. Alright, so they're going to go in for 5 minutes, and then I'll let them cool off a bit and then slice them up. Here we go. Oh, I don't know if I could trust those around Spider-Man. Oh, and there we go, number 2. I have more. I'm just putting what we need out right now.
Where's the rest of the balloons?
On the small table.
Ordinary chip? Ordinary?
Ordinary sun chip.
Don't fall in the bag whenever you go.
What is it?
On the floor, it's kind of heavy.
Yeah.
It's just tissue paper. It's all you got is tissue paper.
Yeah.
Tissue paper.
There's nothing in there but tissue
Nice
paper.
color though.
Let's find the card.
Oh, it's heavy. I've heard that.
The big rock.
What is that? An Xbox? Holy mac!
That's the way it's green.
Hope yours is extra happy. Happy birthday, Henry. Love Anderson and Uncle Honors. XOXO.
Maybe
You.
make sure it doesn't bite. Maybe it's dead.
What is that? You need help?
Wait, I can help you.
What is it?
Whoa.
What is that? Sarah must
Wow, how cool is that? How cool is that? Have I
I had on eBay and no one wants it. He wants
Hey.
it.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you say? Let's say at the beginning.
Doesn't open the throat.
Ooh. Buy me some coffee.
I'll be 75.
Oh, hey, you want an Xbox?
No.
I do.
A Nintendo Wii does. Yeah. Daddy wants one.
Okay, okay.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Casey? Casey.
Dear Henry, happy birthday to you. Good job. Alright guys, so that is it for Henry's birthday / birthday party. I can't believe it's all done. Yeah, another good one, fun one in the books. It was a really good time with family. He had fun. I think it helped getting some stuff done the night before, just prepping, you know, the Big Mac sauce and like the frosting for the ice cream cake, and that out of the way and put it in the fridge. That helped a lot, and I was on my game. I was getting stuff done. Let me tell you, I don't know where I have energy from, but because last night I didn't really sleep that well, but yeah, nope, stuff got done. I was amazed. Mind you, I'm complete right now and I'm ready to hit the hay. Yeah, put on a movie and hit the hay. Yeah, that's what I'll be doing later, passed out. Yeah. Yeah, so like I think preparing that stuff, and then the hubby and I teamed up and got like all the cleaning done, and putting stuff away like that you don't want out, like the hampers, you know, and we had to move the printer and the computer, so I had room on the table. So yeah, but yeah, everything got done, and it didn't feel like we were rushed, you know, and going crazy. It felt good. We were actually ahead of schedule, so that was great. And the Big Mac sliders were yummy. The ice cream cake was yummy. Everybody liked that. I know, something different, really good. There's half of it left. Probably will be gone by tomorrow morning, but yeah, it was really good. And yeah, like I said, something different and just really tasty. Yeah. So and yeah, Henry has a another console, Xbox 360, because my sister, she also resells on Poshmark and eBay, and she had one in her stash, so she went shopping in her stash. I guess it wasn't selling on eBay, so she gave it to him. So that's what he's doing right now. He's playing with it. It works, and he's playing the game up. And so that looks fun. You know, some of those older games, because like I'm looking up for a PS2, right, because I'll probably try to get that for Christmas for him, and I'm looking up some of the PS2 games. They are so much fun, and I forgot how fun the older games are. You know, I'm like, oh my gosh, like I need to find a PS2. You know, because I come across ones I totally forgot about that I used to play with when the hubby and I were dating, and one of those was Bejeweled. Like, do you guys remember Bejeweled? Like way before Candy Crush came on the scene, it was Bejeweled. You know, you match up all the colors. Oh my gosh, I gotta get a PS2 console and that game. You know, it's like because the whole family can be gaming. Yeah, they're just so much fun, the older consoles, and he doesn't want the newer ones, and I'm kind of glad, because those ones are like $500, and they come out with a new one every 10 years. I think PlayStation has one coming out pretty soon. You know, it's like, but what's wrong with the old one? Nothing. You know, like, how much more different can you keep making them? Like, yeah, so he was quite happy with that, and now we can look for certain games for him for Christmas and for his stocking. Yeah, gives us ideas. Yeah, so that's what he's doing right now. He had fun, he had a good day, and yeah, I'm ready for a movie and get comfy in bed. Yeah, I'll tell you. Yeah, last night I watched my next Disney movie. I watched The Greatest Game Ever Played, made in 2005 with what's his name? Shia LaBeouf? Yeah, LaBeouf. You know, the guy from Transformers. Yeah, Shia LaBeouf. Yeah. It must have been when he first started, because he was like really young, right? Probably like in his 20s. And it's called, like I said, it's the greatest game ever played, and I was tired when I first started it, so I'm like, oh, the greatest game ever played, oh, baseball, right? Because to me, that's the greatest game ever played, baseball. And then I'm looking at the picture, and I'm like, but he's not holding a baseball bat, he's holding a club, a golf club. Oh, it's about golf. Like, oh, okay, well, to me, that's not really the greatest game played. Oh, whatever. To each their own. So yeah, it was set in like the 1800s, and it's based on a true story. And he was really good at golf. And his dad wasn't really supportive. His dad was coming from the side, like, you know, he was more like, okay, well, how is this going to like be a living for you? How are you going to make money out of this? You know, what are these guys going to do for you? Because he was in the US Open and he won it, and his dad wasn't really supportive, but he kind of understood, you know, because this was when golf was, you know, pretty much still brand new and exciting. And so, like, you know, like, I mean, and this was like you know, like way before, like, you know, look at golf now. You know, you get sponsorships, and yeah, you get deals, and yeah. Back then you didn't really get all that, but yeah, his dad was just coming from the side, like, you know, how are you gonna make a living? You know, he wanted him to get like a better job, right? And and like, you know, because it's like, oh, but dreams, like, you know, dreams don't always like maybe come, like something like dreams don't always come true, because I guess, like, you know, he had a dream but it never like happened, never came true. So, but his mom was very supportive and encouraged him and believed that he had a gift from God. But at the end, because even though him and his dad never saw eye to eye on the whole golf thing, never, you know, really agreed on it, but at the end his dad started to understand a little bit more, and when he won, his dad was there, you know, cheering him on, and it was a sweet ending. It was nice. So yeah, and yeah, based on true story. I like those kind of movies, so yeah, that one was a good one. Oh, is that, oh, seagull, okay, yeah, seagull, I think so, I don't know, seagull, I think so. Too tired. But before I go, I think I'll just talk a little bit about Henry's birth story. I didn't get to talk about it this week because it's been so busy and getting ready for a party and, you know, birthday, and I had other things on my mind. So Henry was a week late. His due date was, I think it was July 30th. And yeah, he was like a week late, a little stinker. Had to make a late entrance, like, so I had to get induced, unfortunately, which I hated. Oh my gosh, I hated that. Oh my gosh. Yeah, because you can either get the drip, which takes longer, or you can get a water balloon shoved up you know where to get the contractions going, and I get why they do it that way, because it's quicker, but it's the most uncomfortable. Oh yeah. we don't forget. No. And I remember, like, I went with of course the hubby, and my mom came with us, and it didn't take long, but walking out of the hospital, and the hospital is like 30-40 minutes away from us, because there's lights on the way, so you don't know if, like, how many red lights you're gonna get. So you know, it's like, hey, we're already making a trip, you know, to Windsor, like 40 minutes away, And I walk out of the hospital to go back home. And it's so uncomfortable because it feels like there's a waterbed up there, pretty much. A waterbed. Like, we all remember waterbeds, right? Yeah, that's what it felt like, but it wasn't fun. It's minus the fun part. And I waddled out like a penguin. We got Wendy's on the way home because I'm like, my OB appointments, I had the best OB. I had the same OB for both boys. He was the best OB, so nice and so like understanding, compassionate, you know, everything you want your OB to be. One of my best friends, when she had twins the second time she got pregnant, and when she got pregnant the first time, she had an awful OB, and he was like an older guy, and he was just like terrible, and just makes you question, like, why are you still in practice? Because it sounds like you're miserable. So she asked me who mine was, and I told her, and she got my OB when she got pregnant with the twins. And it makes a world of a difference when you have the right OB. Yeah, and his dad was an OB too, and his dad, I think, delivered my sisters, maybe myself too, but yeah. But yeah, and yeah, he was just nice. So my appointments for him were always at the hospital. And so we would always go get Wendy's on the way home. Yeah, that's why we love Wendy's. We do. When we dated, we would always go to Wendy's too. So yeah, so we go home, and I'm so uncomfortable. I go lie down. I don't want to move, you know, and it's like, okay, and you're supposed to wait until, like, you know, it makes your contractions go and break, well, it's supposed to break your water, and then your contractions start. Well, I never really broke my water. I was watching Mike Holmes, one of his shows. Maybe Mike Makes It Right. I know we had a few shows on I think it was HGTV, but yeah, I was watching. You always remember, if you were watching a TV show or movie and you go into labor soon after, you always remember what show or movie that you were watching at the time, and that's what we were watching. So part of the, I think that, I don't know, like, part of the thing came out because, like, it's like, you know, it showed up there, and then, like, there's a piece, there's like a tube that's strapped to your leg. Well, that came apart, and it's like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? I don't know. So I called my sister, and she told me to go to the hospital. So we went to the hospital, and this was at, like, we probably got there around 9 o'clock at night, and they checked me, and I was able to get checked in, thank goodness, because I wasn't, if I didn't, I would not have gone home, because there's no way I'm going back home again and then back to the hospital, no way. Got a room right away, got my epidural, thank goodness. Thank goodness for the good drugs, yes. Thank you to whoever made that drug, thank you. Yeah, and that made a world of a difference. And then the next day, 1:16 p.m., he made his appearance. Yeah, and here we are 10 years later. It's crazy. And all my nurses were nice. All my nurses were wonderful, I think, except for one who was a little bit on the rude side. I don't know, maybe she was having a bad day, but most of them were really, really nice and just, you know, really sweet. So, yeah, I don't know. And then we went home. I think I was in the hospital for, I think altogether for like 2.5 days, I think. Yeah, I know. I couldn't wait to get out though. I couldn't wait. I just wanted to get home, you know, sleep in my own bed, because those beds are so uncomfortable. Oh, especially if you have stitches on. I mean, not on, but stitches in. Which I did. I had to get stitches. And like they had a rocking chair in there. Mother Nature's starting to spit. Can you just hold up a bit, please? But the rocking chairs are really uncomfortable. They didn't have like much of a padding on them. Like our hospitals are one. We have two. The one that we go to is like outdated. And they are like supposed to be building a new hospital, but I don't know what that's at yet and how much longer. Like they could have been done by now, but you know how it goes. They can't agree on anything. These people are in charge, you know. Yeah. Yeah, so because the bathrooms are disgusting and you have to have a shower the next day. And like, I don't want to. I want to go have a shower in my own bathroom, you know. It's just, yeah. But yeah, it was good. And his name Henry. He's named after my dad because that's my dad's middle name, Henry. And then Duke after my grandfather. His nickname was the Duke because I guess he looked like a lot like the Duke of England, and his friends always called him the Duke. So yeah, Henry Duke. Picking a boy's name is like the hardest because girls' names are fun. Girls' names are cute and sweet and different and unique. Boys' names are a little bit harder, okay? Let me tell you. They don't sound as pretty as some of them. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. Take care, be blessed. I'm going to go inside before I melt because I'm so sweet because it's starting to rain. Okay, ta-ta.